So I want to segue into a technological topic because we've been really kind of unpacking approach and methods, not really tool sets. But I know that you have like a special skill and understanding of Medallia can help people get these subjects addressed, like the overall voice of customer subjects addressed with this technology. And so I'd like to understand a little bit more like how you came into this specific knowledge, why you believe in this tool set, and how you use it to advocate for your voice of customer and loyalty stakeholders inside businesses.
Sure. So just to level set everybody, so Medallia is a customer experience management platform, right? It is a cloud-based solution that does everything from gathering feedback from customer, both from behavioral, voice, surveys, video, all the things, and then has a complex or a very a fabulous analytics capability that then can help inform, like I said, explain the past as well as inform the future. So where did I do not get anything from Medallia, but where's my love for Medallia? My love for Medallia is I was a one of their best clients, 10-year client user. And I was also, then I joined the Medallia team for about 2.5 years, part of partner organizations, and then really helping with the pre-sales process for clients who were considering Medallia. And here's what makes me love this technology. If you are running a large, complex organization, its functionality, it will allow you to activate every single person within the organization to get actionable insights to inform business decisions. So that right there is why I loved it. I could have, I work for, again, large companies and franchised organizations, financial with many branches, technology, like all of these different, in all these different industries. And you are able to activate each user to where it can become part of just how their business gets done on a daily basis. So that's kind of my favorite reason is the ability to handle the complexity. However, with that, is Medallia the right technology for everyone? No. And what especially if we talked about those organizations, they just kind of need a number and they need a little bit of feedback, then this may be too much, right? This is probably overkill. You don't have to have the Ferrari if you're not going to use it. So it has to be built on business case. Understanding whether it's Medallia or something else is really take the time to consider what it is. What's my intent? What does good look like? And what are all the elements that I need to consider to make sure that I am choosing the best technology?
Yeah, that's awesome. When we're working with clients to help them down select around a contact center, there's this proclivity to want to align around features and functionality. In some way feel that, yes, you've selected the right product, but it really comes down to physician, heal thyself. You need to know thyself. Yeah. And as a result, you need to be able to create user stories around how it is that you work to be able to define what your needs are. And not only what those needs are, but what problems they solve and where do they get you in terms of your overall goals and objectives. I think in our industry, the lowest common denominator is the user story.
Yes. And I like, for me, the roles that I love to consult companies on is I want to show up. You've got your technology and you're trying to figure out, we talked about earlier, like it's not meeting my needs. It's not giving me what I expect, and less about are you asking the right questions? What's the survey design? It's more around activating your organization culture, because that's what I think, that has proven my success, and also delivering, industry award winning programs. And that is because, all right, you have something that you've invested in. Before you throw it out or before you don't use it, how about we really spend some time and see where's the breakdown in terms of how we've activated our organization? Are they aware of it? Do they understand how it can fit in helping them deliver even better services and products? How are you talking about it? What's the training? What's the communication? Are you Are you paying attention to the behaviors that have them using it, and that you're holding them accountable there, and then celebrating all of these great wins? Because that's the other thing people, they neglect. They focus so much on, let me talk about all the problems, and every time voice of the customer comes up or experience comes up, it's always the bad stuff. And why aren't you celebrating more of the fun, good things? Because I guarantee you, if you really looked at your data, you have far more positive than you have negative, yet nobody talks about it. I even remember working with one, deploying an app to where, actually it was a Medallia app, deploying the Medallia app so stores could see their own feedback. Literally watching a franchisee download it, pull up their data on their phone, start crying because they said, what? My field person, every time they come in, they're always talking about what didn't go well. And they were just scrolling through customers who were saying, naming their employees about how awesome they are and how good they are. And they're like, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you anymore. I've got to pick up the phone and call them and just say thank you. These were total blind spots within this organization. And that is what we do so often. We make customer experience and voice of the customer negative, and it needs to be elevated as something positive and exciting and things that people want to lean into instead of chasing them away. Like I said, I did earlier, you want to really focus and build all your programs around what's going well and the behaviors that resulted in those positive.
Perhaps it's a byproduct of management by exception, and thus obfuscating this overwhelming preponderance of like good things that are happening that you could celebrate. You want to focus and damp down the items that are the exceptions.